Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host Mary Ellen. This is part 2 of my echo dyeing for onion skins, iron saddened sage, and I dyed something else. Somebody is yelling. Oh, blackberry. So let's see what the dried objects look like. Oh, and also the bottom of the pot. So as per usual, here is our original white. And this was the strips that were in the bottom of the pot. And not bad. A little bit of texture in them, a little bit of sort of color variation. Not opposed. Interesting kind of a yellow. So that's sort of like a smush of all of the things. Oh, yes, before we get going too far, I need to do my prepo stuff. And I think the pins I put away because I was doing some sewing. It's very difficult to have all of the things going on. There, okay. So, first one on the top is the sage, and we have green. We have green. We have the sage green that I was kind of looking for. It's not perfect, but it is much darker. I say that. Let's see how much darker. Somewhere in here there is another sage doodly-doo. Walnut, red geranium, buckthorn, roses, marigold, beech, sage. There we are. Look at that. Ooh, wow. V difference. So, very different color. Much darker. It's still not as dark as I have gotten it. I am not going to worry about that, and we are going to stop trying because I'm going to have 100 bed sheets of nothing but sage green. And while I do like a sage green, I don't like it that much. So plug that down by the side, and I'm going to say, worked out. Not awful. Not a rousing success, but neither a failure either. When did I do this? I am thinking. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm going to see what the calendar says. Friday, maybe? Well, you know what? One day, one way or another, isn't going to really matter. I'm going to say July 18. No idea. Sage, garden, 100% cotton, feet, mordant, 15% alum this time. This was a 2-hour steam and iron after bath. I should get up and get some pins. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I am back. So we've got that. There. Okay. And I should do one for that as well, shouldn't I? July 18, dye material, steam pot, steam pot water, dye water, source steam pot, steam dye pot. 100% cotton sheet. I could have probably just typed in fabric type and not have to do it over and over and over and over again. Two-hour steam. Okay. There. Okay. Yep. All right. Okay. Now we can do the next one. Next one. Remember that beautiful red? Yeah, me too. It's very sad. It's purple. It's purple now. And K3N suggested that there was very sad news related to this, and that is that it is not color fast. That it will, in fact, fade in the sun. And I am super sad about that. Why is it that it's only just the yellow and the green? And maybe the brown. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Okay, July 18. 25. This is blackberry. Berries. And leaves. Gardoon. 100%. Cotton sheet. 15% alum. And this is the, so I looked it up on the internet, and this is the mordant for this. They suggested at 15%, and I've been doing the other ones at 10. And hilariously, prior to this, I have just been gobbing alum into a bowl without any measurement whatsoever, which is fun, but doesn't help in the 2 or 3 years later going, huh, I like that. Can I reproduce it? Sadly, no, because you have no idea. It's a 2-hour steam. So if it doesn't matter, do not worry about the notes. If you think you will be back to do something, it will matter. Okay, so there's that, and there's that. And for La Pièce. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Can we just take a moment to look at the gorgeousness that is this? So this is the onion skin. Look at the texture on that, baby. Look at it. Look at how it's almost, cadmium yellow is not really yellow to me. It is an orange. And that, look at that color there. That is massive yummo. So is that, massive yummo. Love, love, love. Okay. Pat, pat, pat. Okay, so July 18, 25, dye material, white, onion, skins, source, kitchen. Okay, here we are. So I'm going to call this, I don't think there's any more dyeing that I want to do unless something happens and my eyeballs fall out and I absolutely need to do anything. This is all I have left of the spreadsheet, of the bed sheet too. So that means I have a lot of material. Now that we have everybody labeled, we can do some color selections, maybe? I don't know if that's what we want to call it. But let's do that, because you know what? So those are greeny beanies. These are sages as well, aren't they? Yeah, these are sage blossom. So they belong in that. There. This, I think, is the grape. Why do I have this upside down? Let's do it that way. So red geranium. That's a taupe. Grated walnut. So that's walnut. Buckthorn. Roses. Marigold. More beech. Okay. More sage. That's the blue dye baby's breath, which did not impress me. Woad seed did not impress me. Beech. There's the beech. Beech. So two completely different colors, both from the same tree, a beech. This is steamed. This is sun-dyed. This one, absolutely way more favored for me. These are more roses. Steamed, sun-dyed. Pretty good. You know, the steam clearly has got a lot more material out of it, but this is not awful. And I will put that on top, maybe, I don't know. There and there. Yellow marigold. So marigold is another one. Completely different result. So this is the steam dyeing, and this is the sun dyeing. So sun dyeing, if you remember before, that is like the cooking version of low heat and slow, and steaming is a very high heat and much faster. And I think the degree of hot that is reached, so steaming is what, like at least 100 degrees Celsius to 12 Fahrenheit maybe. That's the maximum heat that this is going to get. And this is going to be maybe 40 degrees Celsius at the best of times. So there is a lot more stuff happening when you add even more heat. Okay, so, and this is why we label everything, people, because look at how fast I'm able to get this all confused. Okay, geraniums. So geranium has also got a little bit of purple in it. So that was the sun dye, and this was the steam dye. I am running out of space. Yeah, the clover. Clover was good. Clover, strawberry, wild grape. Okay, so I have a good range of colors. So if you think about it, if we were going to do something fun, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have a beach in here anywhere? Not yet. It's kind of like that. It's kind of, but not, because this has got speckles on it. But let's do that. We're looking for options here. Purple clover. How about this marigold? I like that one better. Ooh, this one. Do I have roses? I don't think I do. No, so I have basically that as a color range. Let's get rid of these. So this is the onion skin, and see how the colors sort of change as you put colors next to each other. Now I'm just sort of faffing around with fabric, which is not at all a problem for me, because who doesn't want to do that? So I have at least 9 fabrics that I could use. I kind of want to dump that one because it's very similar to that. And I want to dump, I think, one of these. I think it's that, because this one's got a lot of texture in it too. But too much texture might be a bad thing, so maybe this is better. So let's do, move that way just so that we can get just the pure color. There. Okay, so, ta-da. I have a gob of fabric. So here's a thing that is happening now in my brain. I am becoming an absolute hoardy dragon person. I don't want to do anything but just pet and scratch everything that's here because it's so pretty. But I know in my heart of hearts that using it is going to be amazing. Using it will allow more fabric to come in. The worst thing can happen is I ruin it, and it will be of... So let's talk about what the cost of ruining it is, because I think that's a useful discussion for me to have with myself. The sheet... Need a piece of paper. One bed sheet. probably cost me, I'm going with about $4. Thing of alum probably cost me, I don't know what the retail price is for that little bottle Dewey, but it is not expensive. Let's say a regular spice is maybe, I'm making something up, $8. I didn't use $8 worth of alum. Let's say I used a quarter, so that's $2. I had the pots, all of the bits and equipment already on hand. We need a stove, which is part of the equipment. We have water, and we have electricity. Let's call it $2. We're making crap up totally. What else do I need? I needed the materials. Garden. I didn't buy anything except the onions, and the onions were a byproduct. So dye stuff. Should we call it free? Free-ish? Let's put a cost to it again, like $2 nominal. So I would have, say, bought a sage plant. A portion of that sage would have gone to this. We are talking minuscule amounts, but I just want to be able to put a calculation in. So there was time. So I needed to do the pick stuff, set up, 2 hours, and then 2 hours steaming. Then undo, wash, dry, and then record results. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is $10 worth of stuff. Somewhere along the way, way more, somewhere. So there is plus sum of value. So there is this number here that I don't know what that is, that makes me want to hoard it. It might be knowledge, experience, the joy of the process, the delight in the results, all of those kinds of things. Keeping this does not make any of that better, because it's an event in the past. So the joy of me opening that and getting delighted, do I get delighted in that way again? No. So I am just trying to convince myself that it's okay to cut this up. So this little unpack, not bad. I think that's useful. The joy of this has been established. Like I've incurred it. What do you call it? Sunk cost in accounting. Okay, so let's pretend for the moment that I want to do something. Because I do. I want to do something. I have a friend. I know. Quit your funnies. So, I would love to make her a tablecloth. A small tablecloth, like, I think it's 4 feet by 4 feet. That's inches. Feet. Hang on, gotta put you on hold. I gotta find the right measurement. Be right back. Glad I checked. Okay, so there is a 4-foot diameter circle table, and there was a 3 foot by 3 foot square table. And go ahead, ask me how difficult it is to get weave into social conversation the diameters of tables without being obvious about it. So, where's my thing? Here's my thing. This is a 3-inch hexie. Almost, more or less. 3-inch-ish hexagram. So hexies are normally, they can be whatever size you want. K3N said that she's doing hexies that are kind of on the smaller side, and she said that there was somebody that she knew that did a 1/4-inch hexies, which made my head kind of explode because that's way too small. Anyways, got me thinking about, there is a scale. You can have a really small, super small hexie, or you can go slightly larger than what you normally do. And because I like doing things, but I don't necessarily want to spend, it's not going to be my life's work to do this, I could do a hexie, 3-inch hexie. So how tall is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 inches. And so hexies are weird because they're offset. And I'm going to do circles as being the offset. It'll look kind of funny, but that's, we can do half circles. You make half a hexie, and then that's what fits in, or it goes this way, and that's what fits in. That way, that's what fits in. To be able to create that edge. So if I were doing 3 feet, so 3 feet is 36 inches. So if I am doing that, so end to end to end, I need to know what that is. I think we just figured that out. It was 5 inches, didn't we? Oh, it's 6 inches. Well, that's a surprise. Oh, okay, well, that's easy. That's 6. It's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would need kind of maybe 36. It might need more than 36. I'm not sure. I need about, you know what? Hang on. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is hexie paper templates gotten from a popular online store. And so this is, what size are these? They're 1.5 inches. This is about as small as I am willing to go. So let's, nope, that's how they go. So they never go point to point. I'm glad I did this. So I need to measure across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're back to 5. Okay, so 36 divided by 5, 7 or 8. It's probably 8. 8 would get us to the edge. Okay. And then point to point, that's going to be 6. If you have this on and you're doing something else, all you could hear me saying is 6, 5, 36. Just random yelling out numbers. Sorry, it's not supposed to be funny. So then that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's supposed to be 6. Then if we do this again, so we get sort of this 6, 3, kind of 9-ish. I'm going to have to do it in that. We're not going to worry about it for now. What I was trying to do was get a rough number of hexes that I would need. And let's call that at least times squared. So that's going to be, oh God, 64? That's going to take me forever. Oh, I forgot these. So theoretically, what I would want to do is do that, and then I'm going to sew around. And then I'm going to have a bunch from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get about 7 or 8 from each. Maybe 8, 9. So one of these folds, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so that would be 8. Oh, I'd have ample, because I can be clever with how I manage the cuts. No, do a little bit more and go that way. And then I would need a bunch of these, and luckily I have thrifted a couple of magazines that have the perfect kind of paper for it. So that, I think, is what I want to do. Second part of this, so this material, make a bunch of 3-inch hexes, maybe around 64 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 colors. Technically speaking, I could do one of each color. I should not worry about the arranging of them yet, should I? Another thing that I could do is, where's one of these stupid taupes? It's another beach. That could be my center panel if I wanted. Like I could do one. So what are we doing? Stop. We're designing the end product, and I don't know if I need to worry about that yet. Long pause for thinking. We have the fabric chosen. That's what we wanted to do. We understand that we want to do a 3-inch hexie. If I have more than I need, we can do something else with them. We also might need to have these weird ends. And if I'm doing a tablecloth, I probably want to do that ridiculous It's not ridiculous. I'd make it slightly bigger so that the ends fall down. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off now because I need to do some quiet drawing, I think. Another thing that I can do is placemats, I think. So I need to actually draw out on a piece of paper these connected to see what the size is, because that's what I don't have in my head. Those little squares aren't enough for me to sort of figure that out. So this project might be one of the things included in what I think I am going to start as a feature, which is my Saturday morning sew, or Sew What Saturday morning. Anyways, so we are done. We have got all of the echo printing and stuff sorted. Yay us. We've got it all labeled. Yay us. Selected. And yes, I know I'm supposed to be doing a light test, and I kind of, I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be what it is. It is going to bleed, fade, do whatever it is, and that is going to give it the additional yumminess, I think. That's what it is in my head anyways. So with that, I will leave you be. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.